Hey guys, welcome back to Night Owl Yoga. My name is Bobby and it's another lower body night here on the channel. Getting these hip openers in. I've got a nice, smooth, simple, really feel good flow to open your hips and perfect way to unwind, especially if you've been walking a lot, standing a lot, or sitting a lot. So if that sounds like you, grab a spot on the floor and we'll go ahead and get started. And we'll begin here in child's pose. So set yourself up, knees are opened pretty wide, big toes are touching. Lower your chest down towards the ground and walk your hands forward towards the front of your yoga mat. And then just sitting here, we're going to take a moment and simply connect to slow breathing, okay? So slower the better. Breathe slightly audible in and out of your nose. Yeah, can you hear it? Something like that. Yeah, take a deep inhale into your lower back. And exhale, draw your low belly up towards your spine. Okay, same thing again. Inhale, relax belly slightly, expand lower back. Exhale, draw low belly in towards your spine. Okay, one more. Inhale, relax your belly, allow it to fall to the floor. Exhale, draw belly to spine. Let your hips sink a little closer towards your heels. And feel your low back spreading out. Okay. Deep inhale, spread fingers. And exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes into your mat. Lift your hips up nice and high. Yeah. Continue to spread out the hands. Really wider the better with your palms. And then let's just go ahead and let it move. So one leg at a time, bend your knees back and forth and dip your hips from side to side. So you get nice little mini twists in your lower back. Another good detail, every time I'm bending one knee, I'm actually pushing into the straight leg, right? Starting to wake up those hamstrings. Yeah. All right. Spread fingers again. Bring your attention to your shoulders. Then just 3 or 4 times, we're going to send the shoulders forward and backwards. So rocking from down dog to a push-up position and back again. Yeah, definitely not trying to do too much arms tonight, but yeah, just a little blood flow, a little movement, a little lubrication for the whole spine going on here. And continue to breathe. Audible breaths in and out of the nose. Walk your feet forward to your hands. We've got ragdoll pose here next. So stand with your feet about hip width apart. Bend your knees enough that your lower back gets longer. And allow your spine to hang totally heavy. Okay, we're just gonna hang out for a minute. Hands can be anywhere that they're comfortable. So you could hold on to your opposite elbows. Or my favorite, I just pop the back of the hands on the ground right next to the heels. Wherever you're at in your breath, exhale everything out. Okay, we're on the same page. Inhale, relax your lower back. Exhale, relax your neck. Take an inhale, lift your toes, spread them a little wider. Exhale, draw low belly in. Take an inhale, spread out the space around your sacrum. Exhale, let your whole torso get heavier. Feel the little spaces between your backbones expanding. All right, now bring your awareness to your hips. Go side to side a couple of times. Let the spine swing. Hands to shins. Lift your spine up halfway. Lengthen your lower back especially. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale, forward fold. Grab your ankles, just a nice sturdy pull. Okay, inhale, lift up halfway again. We're going to go 2 more times. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, lift up halfway. Emphasize lengthening lower back. Exhale, forward fold. And place your hands on the ground. Malasana. So turn your toes outward slightly and squat down. And just low as it'll go. Okay, connect your elbows to your inner thighs. Lift your sternum up towards your thumbs. And draw the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together until your upper back feels a little more spacious. Now bring your awareness back to your stomach. And let's start to work that movement in the core with breath. Wherever you're at, exhale everything out. Inhale, relax your stomach. Feel the lungs expand. Exhale, draw low belly to spine. Inhale, relax your stomach, expand the lungs. Exhale, draw low belly in. Feel for hugging your outer thighs towards your sacrum. Inhale, plant your hands on the ground. And exhale, forward fold. Just grab the ankles, little pull. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step your left leg towards the back of your yoga mat. And set your knee down on the ground. Okay, a couple lunge variations. So leave your left hand on the ground. Bring your right hand to your knee. And then rotate your spine towards your right knee. And chest lifts up slightly. Lift your chin so your head hangs back a little bit. Let your body weight drop into your left hip flexor. Right, like falling in slow motion. All right, now you heard the breath. So deep, slow, audible breath through the nose. Yeah. Walk your hands over to the left. Wide leg forward fold. So pop the hips up high. I think the name of the pose explains it. My feet are wide, body's folded in half at the hips. Okay, you can place your hands anywhere that you like. So could hold on to the feet, could place hands on the ground. Bend your knees a lot so you can lengthen out lower back. Draw your belly in to stabilize that core length. And then begin to straighten your knees. Yeah, can you straighten the knees without losing that low back length we just created? Yeah. All right, with all that said, just feel the stretch happening in your hamstrings. Breathe into it. Okay? Deep inhale to low back. Exhale, relax your neck, relax the little muscles in your face. Inhale, feel the lungs expand in all directions. They spread out like wings. Exhale, send the top of your head towards the ground, like a turtle coming out of the shell. Okay. Inhale, bring shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, lean a little more weight into the toes. Place your hands on the mat. Lift your spine up halfway. Then we've got Skandasana. So bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Just squatting over towards that side. Extend your right leg back towards the front of your yoga mat. And then right hand up to the ceiling. Spread out the space across your chest. And put some body weight into your right inner thigh. And right hand to the ground. We'll switch sides. Pop your hips up high. Shift over towards the front of the yoga mat. And just big bend into the right leg. Extend your left leg. extra detail. You spread out your left toes. You put that firmness in your foot. You can get a little deeper into the hips. Plant your right hand into the ground. Inhale, left hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, look up into your left. Feel for the rotation in your spine. Walk your hands back to the front of your yoga mat, towards your right foot. Okay. Now, place both of your hands on the inside of your right foot. And then start to send your chest down towards the mat. Okay, you can stay on hands, or you can come down to the elbows. And I'm going to give you another choice. So the left knee, the one on that straight leg, you can keep that knee lifted, or you can also just set the knee down on the ground. Yeah, spread out your right toes. Sway right and left a couple of times. Each time you go to the right, feel for the right glute opening. Every time you go to the left, feel left inner thigh. That slow, audible breath takes you deeper. Okay, pigeon pose. So lift up here to your hands. Heel toe your foot across the mat and set your shin bone down. Okay. All right, looking good. Extend your left leg out behind you. All right, and then let's make it down at least to the elbows to start off. Feel for a stretch on your right outer thigh. Yeah, breathe into your lower back. And if you want to take it a little lower, we can get the elbows out of the way. Take the chest down right by the floor. Yeah, we're all settled in. Let's get breathing on the same page. Wherever you're at, exhale. Inhale, relax your stomach. Exhale, draw low belly to spine. Inhale, expand your upper back, relax your neck. Exhale, relax the little muscles in your face. Inhale, feel the lungs spread out in all directions. Exhale, let your hips get even heavier. Just give them over to gravity. And then walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift up your spine. Little back bend, draw shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step backwards. Pedal out the knees for a moment. And then we'll get three-legged dog. Pick up your right leg. Stack your right hip above your left hip. Bend your knee. Just kind of feels like we're yawning out the hip. Any movement that feels good is fair game. Yeah, plant your right foot. Pick up your left leg. Same thing, couple big circles. Yeah, then we gotta get all those poses on the other side. Step your left foot forward in between your hands. Set your right knee on the ground. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Inhale, twist your chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, send your right hip forward and towards the ground. Inhale, let your chest bones expand. Exhale, lift your chin, head hangs backwards slightly. And put a little bit of that ragdoll energy into your neck. Each exhale, maybe the hips get a little closer to the ground. And wherever you're at, draw your low belly in so you do feel it just a little more in your hip. And wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands around to the right. And pop the hips up high. Folding right down in between the legs. And you can stay right where you're at. I'll spin around for the camera. Alright, now we're breathing into it, slow and steady. Inhale, spread out your toes. Exhale, draw low belly in. Send your chest towards the space between your knees. Inhale, widen your shoulders away from the neck. Exhale, send the top of your head towards the ground. Feel the little spaces between your backbones elongate. And if you still want a little more, draw low belly in, contract your quads and your inner thighs, and you feel all that strength resonating together to pull the chest lower. Hands to the ground, lift up halfway. Okay, Skandasana towards the back of your mat. So, squat into your right leg, extend through the left one. Inhale, right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate in middle and upper back. Right to the other side. Right hand to the ground, pop your hips up high. Squat over towards your left leg. Inhale, right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, draw low belly in. Rotate in upper back. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Lift chin just a little bit, create some more space for the throat. And walk your hands over towards your left foot. And pigeon pose. No, excuse me, lizard lunge. Yeah, so we're keeping the foot flat on the ground. Yeah, again, you can stay up on your palms. You can also bring the elbows down to the ground. And spread out your toes. Feel for pressing your foot actively into the ground. Okay. Remember, your right knee can stay lifted, or you can also bring it down to the yoga mat. And then just whatever your pose looks like, let's sway side to side a little bit. Every time you sway to the left, feel your left glute. And every time you sway to the right, feel inner thigh. If you haven't already, remind yourself about that slow, audible breathing. That's where the magic happens. Okay, pigeon pose, for real this time. So, come back to your hands if you're not there already. Slide your shin bone across the mat. Extend your right leg way out behind you. And down we go. Okay, so start out here on the elbows. For me, the second side takes a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna use my patience. Yeah. Get that slow breath going all the way into your hip. Feel for letting go in your left leg. I know a lot of times, right, you push into some tension and it feels like the tension pushes right back. The magic, though, that happens when you understand how to surrender, when the body lets go instead of fighting. So sometimes you just got to tell your legs, like, hey, there's nothing to worry about. There's no need to resist, no need to fight. Just breathe in a way that lets your hips know that everything's okay. That's just a feeling. Tension is just tension. It's nothing to worry about. You don't have to make it mean anything about you. Tension is just tension. And we're going to work on it bit by bit, breath by breath. Let's get one more breath together. Wherever you're at, exhale. Inhale, feel the lungs spread out in all directions. Exhale, draw low belly in, relax your neck. Walk your hands below your shoulders. Inhale, lift up your spine, nice back bend, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Pedal out your knees a couple of times. And three-legged dog, pick up the left leg. Feel free to move it any way you like. Couple big circles. Feel the blood draining out of your left leg. Switch sides. Right leg up to the ceiling, left foot is on the ground. If you're not sure how to move, make a couple big circles with your lifted leg. And lower down to the mat. And we'll finish off here in a cross-legged position. If your knees are still up in the air, nothing to worry about. You can give them a little push, but if they're hovering up in the air, no worries. Just little by little, we'll get more and more grounded. Lift your spine up nice and tall. Lift your ribs up enough that there's more space in there for your lungs. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. And for a closing breath, wherever you're at right now, exhale, draw low belly in. Inhale, let the breath lift up your posture. Hold when you're full. Keep your posture lifted. Exhale everything out. Okay, you can blink open your eyes if they're closed. Might help to rub them a little bit too. And that's our practice for tonight. As always, thank you for being here. If your hips feel opened up, if we got rid of some resistance, and if you feel good in general, please help me to grow the channel by hitting that subscribe button. And that's all I got. Love y'all. Peace.
Love y'all.